Hi, boys and girls. This is Mrs. P, and I'm bringing you a book written by Dan Santat. Who is that? After the Fall. How Humpty Dumpty Got Back Up Again. That's who that is. It's Humpty Dumpty. And you can find this in the Easy section by the first three letters of the author's last name. Okay. We open it up and there's little buildings. Looks like toys because there's a fish right on the top of the building. And then it says for Leah. And this looks like a garden wall. And there's Humpty thinking, oh my gosh, I'm gonna fall. After the Fall. Title page. How Humpty Dumpty Got Back Up Again, by a story by Dan Santat. Doesn't say who the illustrator is. My name is Humpty Dumpty. This was my favorite spot, high up on the wall. I know it's an odd place for an egg to be, but I loved being close to the birds. And then one day I fell. I'm sort of famous for that part. Folks called it the Great Fall, which sounds a little grand. It was just an accident, but it changed my life. Kings County Hospital. Fortunately, all the king's men managed to put me back together again. Look at Humpty, all bandaged up. Well, most of me. There were some parts that couldn't be healed with bandages and glue. Do you think he's just afraid of heights now? Oh, that's what it is. After that day, I became afraid of heights. I was so scared that it kept me from enjoying some of my favorite things. You think some of his favorite things are boxes of cereal? I walked past the wall every day and I would think about climbing that ladder again. I really missed the birds and being high above the city, but I could never do it because I knew that accidents can happen. And here he sees the birds, but they're way, way high up. I eventually settled for watching the birds from the ground. It wasn't the same, but it was better than nothing. And then, one day, an idea flew by. I think it's that little paper airplane right there. Let's see what happens with this idea. So he's sitting at his desk and he's working on something. What do you think he's working on? He's got scissors and paper and glue and tape. Making planes was harder than I thought. Oh, and he's getting mad. It was easy to get cuts and scratches. He got a paper cut. He is working really hard on this, isn't he? But day after day, I kept trying and trying. You think he's getting a little frustrated? I think he is. until I got it just right. Look at that. That is an amazing paper airplane. And he's holding it. That's his arm. My plane was perfect, and it flew like nothing could stop it. I hadn't felt that happy in a long, long time. It wasn't the same as being up in the sky with the birds, though. But it was close enough. Unfortunately, accidents happen. They always do. Uh-oh. You think that's the paper airplane? It's heading towards the garden wall where Humpty used to sit. I almost walked away again, but then I thought about all the time I'd spent working on my plane and all the other things I'd missed. I decided I was gonna climb that wall. But the higher I got, the more nervous I felt. I didn't want to admit it. I was terrified. He's climbing way above the buildings. I didn't look up. I didn't look down. I just kept it climbing, one step at a time. One step at a time, until I was no longer afraid. Maybe now you won't think of me as that egg who was famous for falling. Look at him, he's all happy. Hopefully you'll remember me as the egg who got back up. So that means he just kept trying. And learned how to fly. Oh, you know what happened? Humpty Dumpty was an egg, and he hatched out, and he was a little bird, and that's how he learned how to fly. I never thought about that. See, that's it. And then he flew away with all the other birds. The end. That was a good book. After the Fall by Dan Santan. Come in when you can and check it out. Thanks, students. Bye.